It is not because teacher is telling, it is because he is hungry for knowledge. This state of mind among the student is clear cut sign of fourth revolution of education. He will innovate and should create a standard platform which even college and institution should provide to the teachers, that you use into this related exact framework. All AI tools are available on your own ERP.
Welcome everyone to another inspiring episode of AI Research Road, where ideas meet innovation and learning meets leadership. I am your host, Dr. Dilshad Ahmad, and today we are exploring one of the most important transitions of our time, Education 4 for Industry 4, as we step boldly into Industry 5. And joining me is a legendary educator, researcher, and change maker, Dr. Vivek Nanoty. Dr. Vivek Nanoty is a renowned academic leader and researcher. He is Director of Engineering at LTJSS Priyadarshini Group of Institutions, Nagpur, and Director of the PCE Welfare Foundation. He has 34 years of experience in teaching, research, and administration, and he has guided 13 PhD scholars and published 150 plus research papers. He authored the book Practical Applied Physics, and his expertise includes nanomaterials, green economy, social innovation, and education policy. Apart from this, he has delivered 4,000 plus lectures across 250 institutions in India and abroad and led multiple EU funded Erasmus projects. He has received several awards, including Bharat Jyoti Award, National Best Teacher Award, and Outstanding Academic Leader Award. Dr. Vivek is a visionary speaker, inspiring educators and a student to embrace Education 4 to Industry 5. Dr. Vivek, welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Dilshad. It's a great pleasure for me to be on your podcast, and I have seen your podcast. They're very wonderful, and I am feeling lucky to be on this podcast. And the topic is very close to my heart. That industry is talking about fourth revolution,
Yes.
stepping into fifth revolution, and the entire human resource required for this industry is we educator who are providing it.
Yeah.
So are we in a position to match our education, in fact the outcome of the education, the human resource which we are producing for this industry, are the industry ready,
Yes.
and can they be useful for fourth and fifth revolution of industry or not, is one of the pressing emergent issue I feel for academia pan world for that matter. So
Therefore, we
that
have
is the
chosen
topic.
you, yeah, because you are the right candidate to talk on this topic. Can you please tell me something about you and your journey till now?
Yeah, fine. So it's I did my doctorate under academic, 1994, I completed my PhD, exactly 31 years back. I finished my PhD, and that time I was so lucky, I tell you, that my entire PhD project was funded by Department of Atomic Energy Commission of
Oh.
India.
Hmm.
So it was fully funded. I had a lot of money for that. And exactly within 3.5 hours to 4 years, 4 years, I finished my work from 91. And 91, I completed my postgraduate in physics.
Mhm.
And then 95, I completed my PhD. And those 4 years, I could publish 16 research papers just because I could work into India's best, or I should say world class laboratories on nanomagnetic materials. And I was working on a neutron scattering of the new materials which are for storage devices and kind of thing. So I was working, and I was very blessed to have that funding. So
Hmm.
I understood that time, like I could work with India's best scientists those days. And in 94, like during PhD also, I used to teach postgraduate students, and I used to enjoy that teaching can create an impact on the next generation. So I decided that I'll become a teacher way back in 1994, because 91 to 94 also I was into teaching for only for postgraduate physics students. And then I took over the teaching as my official profession. And then I it was a big journey. And then one important point I could learn those days, which people are talking in this 2025 and all, that experiential learning.
Yes,
So
yes.
my experiential learning was an dose given by my then supervisor, Professor D.K. Kulkarni. He used to always ask, Ki Vivek, if you don't understand something, go travel and meet Professor R.G. Kulkarni in Rajkot, and
Mhm.
travel to Chennai and go to Mumbai and go to Delhi and meet scientists, see their libraries, because those were the days when there were no laptops like now we are using. There were no
Mhm.
mouse to and no Google and no Microsoft. So
Mhm.
it was all physically traveling by train in those days, and that used to be amazing thing for us. So that I remember those days were like so much into traveling, and so I could finish my PhD work actually traveling to more than 16 laboratories those days. And then teaching profession started, and I also started believing on the more you network, collaborative learning, I started believing into. I used to meet new people, travel to industries to see to it that what are the latest things happening.
Mhm.
Can I take that industry knowledge through me as a teacher to my classroom, to my laboratories? Was a passion started created, and then 13 PhD students I have guided, and then story went on, and I could go and get all the promotions, like joined as an lecturer, then associate professor. I was principal of one of the engineering colleges for 9 years, and now I'm director of an to a society which runs more than 29 institution pan India, and I'm looking after all engineering colleges of that. So my designation is director engineering, and it's obviously pandemic taught me many things to take up online. See, like
Mhm.
you are sitting in Abu Dhabi, me in Nagpur, and we are doing this thing. Pre-pandemic, this was available. Zoom
Yes.
was there,
Mhm.
Microsoft Team was there, but we as a teacher, I don't know, we have not accepted this online. Thanks to pandemic, in spite of all that mishap happened, but
Yes.
thanks to pandemic that we teachers became so friendly with these teaching learning online portals and these interactive platforms like Zoom, Microsoft Teams, and WebEx and all. So
Mhm.
that has become changed a lot. I could finish, those. I remember those two years of pandemic. I completed around 800 teachers training program pan
Mhm.
India. So that was the time. Then I traveling is my hobby. So I've traveled to more than 30 foreign universities beyond India, like around 15 in Europe.
Mhm.
I have worked with them. I've stayed with them. I've like done creativity and critical thinking are the buzzwords, right? These days. Ki everything should nurture, foster, encourage creativity, right? So I did a 9 days course on creativity, and then I realized that come on, मैं तो, I take lecture on creativity for 3 hours,
Yes.
and then I could do 8 hours into 9 days. Only
Mhm.
I learned creativity in an architecture department of technicians. So creativity, critical thinking, experiential learning started becoming my passion. Understanding what industry needs, how
Mhm.
can I translate the needs of industry, expectation of industries from the people. So education, fourth revolution. At least it should reach to fourth revolution. So
Okay,
should I tell four revolution of
yeah, my
yeah.
question is exactly the same thing.
Uh-huh.
That how do you define this education for, and why it is
Yeah,
essential in preparing students for industry food?
right. So, education first revolution, if you say, it was
Mhm.
lectures and memorization. I
Yeah.
mean, a teacher will come,
Mhm.
blah, 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 blah,
Under a tree.
talking 1 hour lecture,
Mm.
students understand, fine.
Mm.
Doesn't understand, mug it up,
Yes,
memorize
yes,
it, learn by
yes.
heart,
Mm.
and reproduce in the research into your question paper, answer book, exams, assessment, get 10
Exactly.
on 10. If you have good memory, you are a good student. Was
Yes, yes.
first evolution of education. Sorry, that was not at all. I mean, not needed. I mean, I always ask teachers also to please understand. Are you there in first evolution 100 years ago? Aaj bhi in 2025,
Mm.
if I can understand that if you can find your classroom that is still it is happening, teacher comes physics blah blah blah, done, chemistry, maths, mechanical, IoT. I mean, it should not happen. So lectures and memorization is first evolution of education. Second is internet based. Yes, like when internet was in the in the web, and then we started using internet and internet enabled learning, internet enabled teaching, using internet facilities, learning portals into the classrooms, laboratories, and yes, so that I call it second revolution. And then people started thinking, I mean, this is not enough. Education should be knowledge based.
Hmm.
And that knowledge became a buzzword in around 1987, 88, and all that time. I remember even India took a lot of initiatives of transforming education into a knowledge thing,
Mhm.
knowledge based learning, knowledge based teaching, knowledge industry, knowledge workers. Knowledge has to be a back of everything. Otherwise, information thing is not going to work. And then this was third revolution, right? So knowledge based education was third revolution. And fourth revolution, I tell you, is the requirement of this
Hmm.
industry. Before going to fourth
Education
revolution,
connected
I'll
with the industry. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
exactly. So fourth revolution of I'll tell in a minute. I'll share the
Sure.
four revolution of industry also.
Yes.
So
Yes.
like it's what first steam engine, right?
Yeah.
1740.
Hmm.
So steam engine was first revolution of this thing. Then mass production. Second revolution was mass production. Like 25 laborers used to create one cycle in 10 days,
Hmm.
and then it became one person sitting on a laptop, and then he created 25 tractors in a day. So that was a shift. So mass production, 25 cycles in a day. So mass
Hmm.
production was appreciated. Wow. And then came a big revolution in industry, that was automation.
Yes. Yes.
So automation happened, and then like big floors. If you talk about in the automobile industry, my college is neighboring to one of the leading tractor industry factory. So we used to see that. And then now a one person mechanical engineer or instrumentation engineer or production engineer sits in his AC cabin and a laptop, and he just give commands. And like, robotic arms come, the shaft get aligned, the chassis get fitted, the steering rod gets set, everything is automatic.
Hmm.
Assessment is done, precision is checked, everything is automation. But I always want to say this is third revolution. If this is happening in today's industry, fine, it has been happening. So automation is not latest. Automation is third revolution of industry, but fourth revolution of industry is AI. It's what you are
But
promoting through your
yes. Yes.
podcast. Fourth revolution is about AI. It's about machine learning. It's about big data. It's about 5G network, 6G. We are already
Hmm.
few countries are already jumping into 6G networks. Please understand that fourth revolution is machine commanding to machine.
Yes.
They are giving commands to it. It is not even one person sitting on the laptop live real time giving instructions to it. Sorry, it is not automation and robotic arms are coming. So no, it is control P button and an entire BMW car gets printed. It is an
Hmm.
era of 3D printing. Now the kind of innovation we are doing it with the pace. So fourth revolution of education is producing innovation.
Hmm.
Education which produces knowledge is third revolution. Education now, knowledge is not sufficient. Coming out of, knowledge gets crystallized and coming out of as a wisdom, crystallized wisdom, I call it. So even that is not enough now. It is the requirement of a society. Society has already shifted into fifth revolution, right? Super smart society it is. Even a person who cannot read, write uses this. They have mobiles.
Hmm.
The काम वाली anybody, any service provider, even they are illiterate 100%, but they can chat. They have audio to text translator phones. So they
Hmm.
also are a part of super society. And if company like Apple, I mean, I'm a big fan of Apple. So if a company Apple like tells that they are using 95,000 innovations patented on the name of Apple Incorporation in today's production of MacBooks and Apple, salute to them. The kind of innovation, who is going to create this innovation every day? Every day we want a new version. Every day we want a new upgrade. Every day we want to see different facilities. That is super smart society, which is fifth revolution of
Hmm.
society 5.0. So our students, our academia should produce the kind of culture that every student gets shifted to a curiosity zone. Everything we teach, we mentor, we guide, we supervise, we preach, they should ask questions.
Yeah, yeah. My
And that
next question is,
curiosity,
yeah, my next question
yes.
is, as per this requirement, that what major skills and mindsets should the learners develop to thrive in this upcoming Industry 5.0 era?
Yeah. So, fourth revolution, I'll tell teacher's responsibility also, because it is the teacher who will trigger that fourth revolution mindset to students.
Yeah.
So, when students are sitting in the class, I always say when teacher teaches something, no,
Hmm.
so he has to keep in mind that if I'm talking for 10 minutes in the class, it should raise the curiosity component of the students to the level that they will just raise hand and, sir, please, I have these questions.
Hmm.
If you can arose number of questions, if you can trigger the queries and questions and doubts among the students with every sentence, and
Hmm.
if you are able to satisfy all of them, and if you make students so friendly that they will not sit with any doubts in their mind, they will start clearing it. If that is happening, if you have raised the inquisitiveness among the students, if you have raised the curiosity among the students to the level that they get hungry for the additional knowledge,
Hmm.
teacher may say, come on, this is not in your syllabus, this is in third year. You say
Hmm.
no, student will say, no sir, I am not studying here for syllabus. That is one part of my assessment and examination. I am falling in love with this subject. Student should fall in love with that subject, and then they should take ownership of that subject. Students should feel hungry for the additional knowledge irrespective of syllabus, what teacher has taught, what teacher has not taught. That hunger for knowledge, that connecting the dots with the societal needs, whatever country you are into, you have to apply your mind to create innovation to the products, devices, equipments, gadgets, automobile, computers we use, to the societal impact. So if that is not happening, then I'm not a good teacher. Then I'm not into fourth revolution teacher, and even students are not into fourth revolution of education. So we need to fill in that gap. And once curiosity is there, no, I tell you that typically teacher dependent, classroom dependent, and laboratory dependent students will get converted into self learners.
Hmm.
It is out of their anxiety, it is out of their anxiousness, it is out of their curiosity, inquisitiveness. They want to learn more. It is not because teacher is telling, it is because he is hungry for knowledge. This state of mind among the student is sign, clear-cut sign of fourth revolution of education. He will
Okay.
innovate.
Hmm.
He will be an innovator.
Yeah, and this is the age of artificial intelligence nowadays.
Ah,
And now,
yes.
how this AI, robotics, and data analytics transform teaching, learning, and assessment in higher education?
Yeah. So this is like big, very popular question for many people that, uh, oh my God, AI is here. So teachers are like will be, I mean, just namesake, and like I can get a better video done on AI, and I can get a better teaching portals from the. I mean, everything is better than a human natural intelligence, and AI would surpass it. But it's not like that, and that is the. I mean, teachers' responsibility has raised multifold now, because it is not the transfer of content, transfer of information, knowledge, and wisdom only which will happen among teacher and student, because there are options available. AI is
Mhm.
the biggest option.
Mhm.
But the kind of mentoring, the kind of guiding, the kind of parental, the kind of parental teacher behavior, if these things, the human touch, the personal interaction, the application of the topics with respect to with respect to understanding the mindset of student, we have to understand that every student in this world is different with respect to its parenting, its teaching, its schooling, its IQ. Every student has a different IQ,
Mhm.
its emotional quotient, its environment, its brought up. I mean, every student is different in at least 10 parameters. Let us not treat them together. It will never happen. AI cannot do that. AI, anybody can ask question, and AI will not customize for every student depending on its psychology and parenting and exposure. And I mean, there are 25 parameters. So, but a teacher, by just sensing the expression of a student, can immediately judge that he is in trouble, pattern back, comforting
Mhm.
him, calling
Mhm.
him into staff room,
Mhm.
asking his basic problem, getting into hurdle. There are ways and means, and basic psychology of a teacher student should match. Exact matching of, I mean, teaching style should match to learning styles of the students, and every student may have a different style. So
Mhm.
you cannot, I mean, teachers should use AI. Of course, I am using the day Chat GPT was launched in November. I
Mhm.
remember the next day I started studying it. Wonderful thing, yeah. Why to worry about that? And then it will never make anything absolute.
Yes, yes.
Eventually, many things will get absolute. That was not an issue. But let us not get scared about, and let us not worry about. Let us see how AI we can use to make my effectivity enhanced.
Mhm.
Can I create an innovator in my class by changing his mindset? Can I make him fall in love with the subject just because teacher is good? Teacher has a power to make student fall in love or hate that subject. You will find if you get a maths teacher, bad maths teacher, sorry, bad calling bad, but a bad maths teacher in 9th, 10th or grade, you will hate maths forever. You may choose
Yeah,
commerce as a field.
exactly,
I have
exactly.
seen student, you
Yeah.
will say ki math science is not my cup of tea. I am an art student from today. Why? Because just one maths teacher was not up to the mark. So I
Mm,
mean, teacher has that its own role play.
thank you.
Everything is supporting it, and we should make right use of all these tools. They are very wonderful tools. We must use that.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Vivek. I want to
Yes.
know what are the key challenges institutions face while aligning academic programs with industry 4 needs?
Yes, yes. So, day to day, in India, or I'm
Mm,
very fortunate to be, training module developer for many European universities. Four from Nepal University, three from Kyrgyzstan, three from Indonesia. Like many Asian countries, I have been traveling to and personally traveling to, staying and understanding their, teaching methods, learning methods, the kind of innovation, speed of innovation, and all those things I have been learning and being a part and parcel of many good projects in all these countries. And compared to vis-a-vis Indian education versus many European universities, I could judge that yes, this is an improvement area.
mm,
This is a gray area. Here you need to improve. Here I can copy European exactly. Here I don't want to copy. So those factors I could study, many such factors I could study, and I could find that colleges now must create, like one of the European universities we were working, that one subject is of 120 hours. One
mm,
subject, 4 credits, 120 hours. So 120 hours, out of that, 15 to 20 classes, 15 to 20 classroom teaching, and around 100 experiential learning. If this particular model, which most of the European universities are using that with their ECTS scores. Like in India, we use credit system,
yes,
and
yes.
in Europe they use ECTS. So, but
Mm,
we really want to understand that if if 100 hours of experiential learning, may it be project learning, team building, group discussion, assignments, self assignments, innovative projects, practical based learning, project based learning, team assignment and creating creativity, whatever. But they should not be classroom teaching. So
mm,
academia now should switch from a typical theory classes and practical classes and project labs. Sorry, subject topic is a top priority, and topic, if possible, of choice of that student. Student's choice takes top position.
mm,
If the subject allotted is of student's choice, then it becomes his love and passion. So academia today, academics, we must find out what is his choice. In
mm,
India, there are a lot of competition. Like not everyone gets desired courses. Like we have IITs and then NITs and IIMs. So we have all these brand institutions. So not everyone will get admission. 10 lakh students apply and only 10,000 students get admission in IITs and NITs. So what remaining people are like slightly dissatisfied, and I wanted a mechanical, but I got computer science, and I wanted arts in Delhi, and I could get social science in Chennai. All that thing happens. So education should understand that what is students' passion, what is students' need. If we can choose, our new education policy has a very beautiful sentence. It's a duty of teacher to identify, nurture, foster the unique capability of each student.
mm,
That is very important. Academia has got like least responsibility about transforming the information, because students are flooded, websites are flooded with the content. AI is helping out them like anything. So
mm,
AI and YouTube and learning portal. So information wise, students are abundant.
mm.
but the mentoring is missing.
Mm,
What to choose, how to choose, whether this is your forte, whether it will give you a career in your life, this, that, many psychological issues, many choice based issues, where teacher has a major role to play, where administration has to play as a director, as a principal, as a head of the department, as a dean. We are responsible for making students exercise right choice and follow their passion. Then you can see the success.
you're
Even a
right.
first year, second year students will come up with 10 patents. And we have
Mm,
students like that. A
mhm,
first year student, second year students, undergrad students are earning 3 lakhs rupees in a
mhm,
month just by because they are following their passion.
mm,
So they are earning 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, which is equivalent to salary of a professor right
mhm,
in first year because they are following passion. But this class of those students is very less. So as an institution, as academia, we must raise the number of students who know their choices. Teachers also know their favorite subjects, passion, love, and they should nurture and give treatment customized to the students. Then you don't have to worry. Even you complete 70% of your syllabus, students are going to be innovators. That is the point. And that is the need of every day, every product, may it be Samsung, may it be Volkswagen, may it be Mercedes, every day they want some new innovation in terms of gadgets, in terms of size, shape, color, automation, comfort, everywhere, seat design, color, everything needs innovation. So, whatever field you belong to, engineering, medical, art, commerce, science, design, law, you need to be an innovator. So, that's the buzzword. Fourth revolution of education is producing innovation.
Okay, Professor, thank you. And Professor, we have seen that in this race of technology, the human touch, creativity, empathy, and collaboration, these things are missing. So in what ways
Yes, yes.
does this Industry 5 can reintroduce these things into technology-driven systems?
Yeah, yeah. So, yes, even in fourth revolution, I tell you,
Yeah.
I always make students compulsion because if we are understanding, we want to create innovators.
Yes, yes.
So, for innovation, I always propose that every student before graduating must do a serious course of design thinking
Hmm.
because design thinking teaches you the fundamental block is empathy. So, design thinking, first block is empathy.
Hmm.
Find out the project, find out the user problem. Once you get connected to the end user's problem, come back with the feedback, then design, then prototype, then again design, go back to society, see the product is useful or not, understand the corrections. Again, the cycle, and then design thinking is not a linear process that you will create a design, then you will write a statement, then you will problem statement, then solution, and then prototyping, and then final product. No, it's not like that. It is non-linear process. So there can be a product which you want to improve through your innovation, or there
Mhm.
can be end users comments only, feedback
Okay.
only, and you need to create an innovation against that. So design thinking approach brings a human into you. So they have empathy about a product. And that's how we can understand and students, and this is not a job profile of a higher education teachers, even a school teachers I have seen done. If you go to national innovation foundation.org,
Mhm.
Indian website by
Mhm.
created by our great president of India, Honorable Abdul Kalam sir.
Mhm.
So it only tells that even a third standard student is doing amazing. 3.8 lakhs innovation by the students, by the general public who
Mhm.
are not scientists, who are not senior professors. They have done an outstanding innovations just out of need. So social needs. Need word is very important. So social
Mhm.
needs, impacting, empathy, getting into their shoes and understanding the problem. Every big nano car, we know all the examples. I mean, I'm not telling the examples, but people know this that there are things and that can get clicked only to a person whose emotional quotient is good. Industry fifth revolution. I was attending one of the online conference in Japan, and they said that if AI is saving your time, if technology is taking care, robots are taking care of your work, how much time you are finding for your with your kids, how
Mhm.
much time you can give to your parents, are you able to spend good time chilling out with your parents, can you make a working week for 4 days now,
Mhm.
instead get Friday also be holiday. So not only 4 days working. Can you do that? Because machines are doing, because
mm,
machine learning is in place, because AI is doing so many things. Human touch, the societal, the family, the number of divorces happening, the number of suicides happening with the very highly educated people and industrialists. This is touching upon industry. Fifth revolution must take care of this. That the employees are earning well, fine. They're getting packages, they're raised and appraisals are and all that. But the human touch, the family culture, the neighborhood culture, these common social issues, helping each other, empathy for everything, sympathy for that matter to the underprivileged. This is gone. I mean, industry is taking all these things. I'm not blaming industry that way, but the kind of work culture, the 10 hours working, 12 hours working in some industries, they are cutting away from. I mean, what for we are earning money? If I can't sit and sip a cup of coffee with my wife and my kids for 1 hour in a day, or cannot give a walk for an in a woods somewhere with my kids, if that is not a time available, this industry fifth revolution is of no use to me.
yeah, definitely.
Money cannot buy me my family time. No, sorry,
Mm,
it
mm,
will not. So fifth revolution of industry talks about humanity,
mm,
humanity, technology, and the innovation. So things should get innovated in a way
mm.
that working hours should get reduced, and your family time, because family, friends, society in general, underprivileged people around you, they make a true human in you. They will keep away from all those negative emotions like depression and frustration. And these are fashion words these days. Third standard student says I'm under depression. He doesn't understand the spelling and meaning of that. But then parents also pamper. Sorry, don't talk to my child.
Yes, yes.
He's in the deep depression. He is into negative thoughts. He's
Mm,
feeling slightly low. Come on. Why it's happening? Because technology is jumping high. But the point is, we as an employee, we as an employer, we as an academician, we as a student, we must take care of that one important aspect, that is human aspect. So that is
yes.
very important.
Mm. Yes, Professor. Thank
So,
you. One question which is haunting my mind, that how can universities ensure ethical and inclusive use of artificial intelligence in education and research? Because this question I'm asking to every expert to understand how can we use this artificial intelligence ethically in education and research. What policies
right,
should
right.
a university adopt?
Uh, you know, uh, uh, Plagiarism and
Yeah.
checking out into it,
Mm.
whether the content is not original or not. I mean, these things are now, I think, good universities have already automated things, right? If I
Yes.
even submit a paper, then these things are getting checked. So but like work ethics,
Mm.
research ethics are also into that. And recently I attended a workshop, and now I have like prepared few sessions on that also. Is research resilience,
Mm.
research securities. I mean, these terms are coming up in the market, like you should secure your research. What research ethics you should use into your university to see to it that it is not misused. So AI, so restricted use of AI, if like many multinationals like in India, which are like maybe TCS, Oracle, they have integrated chat GPT, or
Mm.
Accenture for that matter has integrated Microsoft Copilot, and few have integrated Google Gemini. They have integrated it and restricted its use for, it's integrated into their own software wherein all employees are working. So now that it is in the employer's hand, that how much AI he she should use to create and run his own job profile. So academics are still not into it. We have like we have not restricted the use of AI, because that will need a research on that. So I guess even in my university, I know that on AI ethics we are fine, research securities we are fine, we are fine with use of AI, but we have no firewalls, we have no security alerts on use of AI, right kind of use of AI, and the truth and the what I should say, I'm not getting that word, the authenticity of AI resources. that we are not restricting. Any student, any teacher is using any AI model. WhatsApp is giving AI, and Facebook is giving horrible
Yes,
AI.
yes.
And we are, if I am consulting that Facebook, which uses Google Translator for translating those posts and all, so it's pathetic. I mean,
Mm,
the quality of that content
mm,
which is getting translated and all that is pathetic. So I think universities must immediately consider a forum, top officers forum with some AI experts. But this has not happened. I mean, in not my my university at least. But there has to be a clear cut protocols,
mm,
code of conduct, and a serious discussions and group discussions and brainstorming on this, and should create a standard platform which even college and institutions should provide to the teachers, that you use into this related exact framework. All AI tools are available on your own ERP. Like we are always online on our college ERP, and we have
mm,
our own portals, and we have own our websites and everything interactive. So college should integrate AI, and we should not be able to use anything else. And the
mm.
restricted right kind of use of AI is of course good for health. So why not to use that? But that code of conduct, that SOP
Is required.
regarding
Mm,
AI ethics,
mm,
I'm not very sure whether other Indian universities or other foreign universities are using, but I have not came across any such clear-cut document about saying AI ethics, research ethics, use of AI into a restricted framework, which will give us a quality, suggestions. I mean, that is like I have not came across, but that is my idea. Let's hope I will implement something on that.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Professor Vivek, for this
Yes, yes.
discussion. And as we
Thank
wrap
you.
up today's insightful conversation, it is clear that ideas like these, rooted in knowledge, collaboration, and purpose, are shaping the future of our world. The exchange
Yes,
of
yes, yes.
perspectives reminds us that innovation thrives where curiosity meets courage. Thank you for listening to this
Yes, yes,
episode
yes.
of the AI Research Road. Stay connected,
Right, right.
stay inspired, and keep pushing the boundaries of what's possible through research, education, and innovation. Until next time, this
Definitely.
is Dr. Dilshad signing off. Thank you. Thank you
Thank you.
very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Dilshad, for again inviting me. I truly enjoyed this interaction on this podcast, and I hope there will be some take homes to the people who will listen to this podcast. Thank you so much, and stay connected. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much.